the 80s, when we had tornado drills, we didn't do duck and cover in the hallway. We went in the tunnels. So it'd be a long line of us going down, and it seemed as though we were going deeper and deeper and deeper, and the ceiling got lower and lower and lower.
My freshman year of high school, I was involved in drama club. It was spring play. People were talking about how one of the entrances to the tunnels was open and how we should go through the tunnels.
I didn't really know anything about the tunnels until I just now heard about them. I want to know what they were used for. I think that they existed for people to transport goods and stuff like that.
It was kind of ominous, I guess. Like, it was kind of like dark and like dusty and kind of like gross because no one really goes down there, and I don't think anyone's really allowed down there. The entrance that we went into was the entrance in the auditorium. And we first walked down this set of stairs. To the right, there wasn't really that much room on the right. Like, there was like a wall. And I remember there being like a whole bunch of random sinks and toilets that they were storing. And so then to the left, that's where the actual like tunnels were to the different parts of the school. I remember there being lots of like pipes and stuff from the ceiling. There were some parts where you kind of had to like duck low if you were taller. I remember there being some graffiti. I specifically remember a weed leaf, a desk as well. I also remember we went out this random door that we saw in the tunnels, and the door that we went out of was the door across from the entrance to the girls' locker room in the gym.
The building was built in opened in 1957. They started building it in 1956, and at that time, height of the Cold War, the tunnels were meant to serve as fallout shelters, like a bomb shelter. But it's almost like they were anticipating needing to have a lot of people down there if there was some sort of attack. And so I think they were built to this size and scope underneath this entire building for the sake of security during a time of the Cold War. 2006, I remember being in the tunnels because there were a bunch of supplies I had to get, and for some reason they were down there. And the next thing I know, I'm like almost getting lost in the tunnels. Came across some really interesting things down there. Mostly, school supplies and furniture, but I had no idea the extent when I was a teenager how big they were, and then as an adult going down there, it was interesting, to say the least. I would like to know the actual extent of the tunnels. I still don't. I am sure there's artifacts down there from the very beginning of Kimball High School. I'm sure you'll find, whether it's old outdated textbooks that were thrown away and people forgot about them down there, or who knows what kind of records are still down there. I know that's where they used to keep them a long time ago. However, I'd be willing to bet there's all kinds of interesting finds down in the depths of these tunnels.